Britney Spears was spotted driving recklessly on the highway after people around her begged her not to get behind the wheel, and reports say at one point she almost backed up into her friend. It looks like Britney's on a downward spiral, all because of her ex-husband's nasty and hateful memoir. Nicki Minaj is allegedly going through her own mental health crisis after being robbed blind by her closest confidants. There are rumors that doctors are discussing options as far as placing Nicki Minaj under a conservatorship. Fans are worried about Nicki's freedom and want to protect her from anyone who wants to take advantage of her. So let's get into it. Concern for Britney Spears' well-being has only intensified as she deletes her social media. We've seen some cryptic videos and pictures on her page, but now we don't have any clue into how Britney is doing. But before we get to Britney, I want to talk about what's going on with Nicki Minaj, because there's some talk that she could be up for a conservatorship, which is crazy because we rescued Britney from a conservatorship, but lately it seems like Nicki has been going through it mentally. Now, this is alleged because it's coming from Tasha K, but Tasha claims to know somebody who's close with Nicki, and doctors are allegedly attempting to diagnose the rapper with schizophrenia and place her under a conservatorship. We're going to talk about some of Nicki's recent social media use because that's a big part of why people think she's in trouble. This comment reads, "Her husband definitely been waiting for this to happen so he can take that money." Somebody else commented, "I knew it was coming after what she said about kicking Culture's gums." If this conservatorship talk is real, there is some speculation that Jay-Z could be a part of it, because part of Nicki Minaj's feud with Cardi B and her rants about different political things, there are these tweets and pictures and graphics and AI images that she's creating of Jay-Z, and she really has it out for him.
Nicki Minaj is not letting her foot off of Jay-Z's neck, as she posted an AI-generated video of who she's calling Lace Z on X, and is using these posts to promote her upcoming album. Nicki posted this AI-generated photo of Jay-Z in a pink bob wig with a queen chain on and captioned it, "I am your karma." It didn't stop there though, as Nicki followed up with an AI-generated video of Jay-Z, which featured AI Hove in various of looks, not only in the pink look, but also wearing a bikini and switching between a bust-down middle part green and pink wig. AI Jay-Z dances and throws money as "I'm Every Woman" by Chaka Khan plays in the background.
You guys remember when Jay-Z got wrapped into the Diddy case and how quickly he was able to remove himself? I don't think he likes being publicly embarrassed or humiliated or made fun of, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's going after Nicki in some way. And we're not seeing anything happen legally, so what other way could he go after her? But like I said earlier, these rumors about schizophrenia and a conservatorship started with Tasha K, and as soon as these rumors went viral, she tried to backtrack. She wrote on social media that Nicki Minaj does not have schizophrenia, that she's got like a Wendy Williams kind of situation. She said they tried to 5150 Kanye for being bipolar, it's a mood disorder, then turn around and attempted to seize his assets just because he was talking bad. Meanwhile, Wendy is sitting in a luxury hospital suite while her lawyers spend her money. Michael Jackson's gone, and Britney Spears had to flee from the US to Mexico after years under the conservatorship. She says that this is a systematic industry takedown meant to make it look like she's incapable of managing her own money. And let's be clear, Kenny, the husband, is in the way. All this started after she tweeted about that damn COVID vaccine. Everything is allegedly, even my name is allegedly.
And I was like, hey, what do all these people have in common? Michael Jackson and all of them. And they have doctors. And these doctors, diagnose them with certain things. Kanye West. I mean, it's even happening to Desiree Perez's daughter, Demery, how she had certain doctors pinned aside to try to 5150 her daughter and put her into a conservatorship, according to her daughter. And so this is not something that is like a conspiracy theory. This shit actually happens. But if they're able to separate Nicki and Kenny, that makes Nicki vulnerable because your husband is your power of attorney.
There's a reason why Hollywood stars always seem to walk away from scandals untouched. Just like there's a reason why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury firm. Most regular people, including me, don't have a legal army behind them. And if you're injured in an accident, insurance companies try their best to pay you as little as possible. That is where Morgan & Morgan comes in. With over 1,000 attorneys and 100 offices across the country, they are built to fight for regular people, not corporations. In Florida, a client was offered $350,000 by an insurance company. Morgan & Morgan stepped in and got them $12 million. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome, but these stories are what they do every day. And it's easier than ever. You don't have to deal with those piles of paperwork. You also don't have to pay anything up front. You can even start your claim right now within minutes by using your phone. You could get started by scanning the QR code on the screen using your phone's camera. Remember, the fee is free unless they win. If you ever find yourself injured, then check out Morgan & Morgan. Again, you can start your claim today by scanning the QR code or visiting the link in my description below. It's fast, it's simple, and it could change everything. So all of this discussion comes after Cardi B said something about Nicki's mental health. She wrote on Twitter, "Quiet as kept the truth. You've been diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar for 9 years, and you are heavy on drugs like Coca-Cola, Percocet, Xanax. You don't listen to nobody around you. The only person that have the power is Kenneth Petty. But you know what happens with that Amex when you sedated?" I'm not a big fan of Nicki Minaj's husband. I love Nicki Minaj, but not her husband. And Cardi has even accused him of using Nicki's credit cards. And Nicki has even gone on a rampage in the past saying she's filed a police report because someone was stealing from her. Could it be that Nicki's own husband is the one who keeps getting the credit card information and just spending her money like it's his? In her story, she said a couple of them have been doing it for years. Filed the first report a couple weeks ago. They're all going to jail. The fourth person has been stealing from the barbs. Oh, B-word, sitting here smelling like Pink Friday 2 fragrance, nothing like a hot shower to put everything into perspective. And she continues with her rant, writing, "One of the credit card thieves has also been tracking my moves with a tracking device that leads right to his own cell phone number. You can't make this up." Well, if she knows who it is, then why isn't she going and getting them in trouble for it? Let's see if they'll go to jail for their ringleaders. Let's see if they'll save themselves or be a part of the RICO. Hope the group chats were worth it. I gotta show you what their responses were. Everyone who got caught said the dumbest things. So Nicki went on this long rant, and there were some people who were defensive. Kind of makes them look guilty, like her friend Ra Ali, who's saying that she needs to go to the hospital. It looks like Nicki made this accusation that $25,000 was spent on her Amex. Ra Ali broke her silence in an emotional letter on X, discussing the allegations and calling out Nicki for turning on her. Quote, "Throughout the duration of our friendship, I've been nothing but loyal and genuine. Even if you're going through a hard time right now, I can't allow you to destroy me and the business I've built." They ended it with, "Get offline and seek help. Reclaim your peace, your time, your crown." Tasha K actually enters the chat again because in earlier October 2025, it looks like Tasha claimed that Nicki's former assistant had allegedly leaked Nicki's private Apple ID credentials and financial details to Ra Ali, which then led to these unauthorized purchases. Of course, Ra Ali is saying they did nothing wrong and denying everything. Now, Ra Ali is not the only person who Nicki Minaj might be trying to go after. It seems like this guy, DeAndre Tristan, the stylist, had also had a police report possibly filed against him. I do hope that this is Nicki Minaj like reclaiming her independence opposed to her being in this paranoid state. But the Twitter rants, they need to stop. I was really disappointed when I saw that Britney Spears deleted her Instagram account after posting some cryptic messages. I've actually seen Britney Spears and Nicki Minaj in concert before. It was the Femme Fatale tour in DC, and Nicki Minaj opened for Britney Spears, so it's kind of crazy we're doing this double video right now because I've been to that show. Lately on Britney's feed, we've been seeing videos where you can see bruises all down her arms, and it seems like a cry for help. She's got like bandages on her fingers, and she explained that she had fallen down the stairs and that had happened, but it doesn't really seem to add up. It seems like there's something else going on. I mean, there's one thing when Britney posts a video of herself dancing, but there's another when you see that her hands are bandaged, her leg is supposedly injured, and she's clearly covered in bruises. She wrote in her caption, "I fell down the stairs at my friend's house. It was horrible. It snaps out now and then. Not sure if it's broken, but for now it's snapped in." Speaking about her leg. Britney also revealed that she had suffered brain damage. She revealed this on Instagram, saying that brain damage had happened to her. Britney also spoke about going through her traumatic experience of being locked up for 4 months in a facility where she could not go anywhere, pretty much just bedbound. Britney says that she was not able to use her feet. They forced her not to, probably drugging her on lithium and having her pretty much like sedated in this bed in a coma. They were still benefiting off of the Britney brand and profiting, but they didn't have to deal with her any longer. Kind of reminds me of why Michael Jackson's not here anymore, because he was probably worth more gone than he was alive. That's what I learned in my videos talking about him, because they wanted him out of there. The estate was going bankrupt. Britney said, "To be loved unconditionally with a naive heart like mine, always being threatened or made to believe I'm the bad one as they profit off my pain. Oh dear Jesus, show me that there's a God and I too can be loved unconditionally and not have to be so perfect," because it's really interesting. This comment reads, "The longer this fiasco goes on, the more apparent why she was in a conservatorship. It's not going to end well, and we all know it. Just plain sad. Poor Britney. Is anyone around her that really cares about her well-being? I really don't know if there is anyone. I saw recently Britney Spears was out to dinner and she was driving pretty erratically. I think she's really upset with what Kevin has done with his book and bringing up all these things, and it's probably soured her relationship with her sons. But one onlooker said that Britney nearly ran over her friend while pulling out of the parking lot. This all happened on October 23rd, and this TikToker Jessica is going to break down what is going on in this clip. You'll hear the car make this screeching noise, and you can tell it's turning really fast.
Let's talk about the Britney Spears DD driving video, because it's definitely her, and I honestly have so many thoughts about this. I'll start by saying that by no means should Daily Mail have followed her all the way home and just followed her in general in her car. But as you can see, maybe this was a blessing in disguise, because she's clearly under the influence, not driving accordingly, and shouldn't have been driving in the first place. So I'm going to be the one to say it. Maybe this was a blessing in disguise, and hopefully she's scrolling on her timeline and sees this and stops the behavior, because this could be an ongoing behavior in her life. And there's nobody that's really going to step in to let her know, like, hey, you cannot be behaving this way, even behind closed doors. And what if this turns into her getting a DUI or hurting herself on the road?
There was a witness that night, and it looks like they saw Britney Spears stuck outside the gate of her home for about 20 minutes. Britney would key in the code, drive up to the gate, but the gate would not open. I guess she forgot her code. Did this about 3 or 4 times. The friend never left her car. After 20 minutes, the friend then left. Britney spent about another 10 minutes trying to get in and finally got in. Which, numbers, they can be difficult. Supposedly, Kevin's memoir put Britney in a tailspin. She's spiraling and it's reopening old wounds. It's been rough for her with everything being back in the news. She's acting out and she gets into these spirals and it goes downhill fast. I really do worry about her, especially her deleting Instagram too. Like, what if she's just really going through it? Like, Madonna needs to call her, Selena needs to call her, someone. I really feel bad for Britney Spears. I am sending prayers her way because I feel like she needs it, and it sounds like she's in a really complicated headspace right now. So I am worried about her, especially because Instagram's always been her way to communicate to people. So if that is gone, like, we don't have any sign if she's okay or not. We're just seeing her driving around like this. But what do you guys think of the double topic video? Let's go ahead and open this PO Box package item. I got some items to open, and this one was pink. So I was like, you know what? Let's go and keep it on brand. It looks like this is from the Tote Fairy. Thank you so much for sending me this package. I have a PO Box listed below, and I'd love to see what you guys create. Okay, I don't see like a letter in here so far. I see this, which is so creative. It looks like a little like branded credit card for their brand. And then they also sent me some stickers that say Sloan, let's get into it, which I love. Thank you so much. Put this on my laptop. But let's go ahead and see what this is. Oh my gosh, cute. Look, it's like my banner right over there. See? On a tote bag. Sloan Hook, let's get into it. Oh my gosh, I want to use this all the time. I always put my laptop into like a tote bag when I go to film the Poppity podcast with Spill Sesh. So I'm gonna use this next time. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And look, it says Hollywood Magazine Trending Podcast Sloan. Wow. Thank you so much. I wish I knew who to thank. The Tote Fairy. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye, guys.